everyone, it's Marie here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Welcome and thank you all so much for stopping by. I'd like to thank everyone that subscribed recently to my channel. I really appreciate your support and I hope you enjoy my channel. If you have any suggestions at all with regards to any projects you'd like to see, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy to take on suggestions. So today I'm going to feature the gorgeous Tropical Chic stamp set. This is one that I've acquired in recent times and I want to make a little box that can fit 2 Ferrero Rochers. I've made this box before, but I'm going to make the same box again but using this stamp set bundle because I think it's awesome. Now you can buy the Tropical Chic stamp set and the dies together as a bundle with a special item number, or you can buy them each separately, so it's completely up to you how you want to do that. So today I'm featuring both the dies and the stamp set. So we'll start off with our box. What you will need is a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut at 6.5 by 6.5 inches square. We'll grab our Simply Scored scoring tool. Doesn't matter which side, as long as it's on one side, and we'll start scoring. So on one side we're going to score at 1.5 inches and then at 5. We'll turn this around 90 degrees and so you'll see the 2 score lines on its side. Then we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2, 3.5 and 5, and that is it with the scoring. So take that away and then we're going to do some stamping. So I've got a scrap piece of paper here that I've used before, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the 1/2 inch side facing towards the bottom, and we're going to stamp all of our images facing up that way. Okay, so we'll be using these 3 colours, and we'll start off with our largest one. I'll be using Shaded Spruce for that image, and we'll just randomly stamp that everywhere. It's a nice bright new colour. Just beautiful. Love that. We're just making our own DSP. And it's a very juicy ink pad, so I'm using this for the first time. So I'll stamp it like that. And like that. Okay. Just give that a bit of a clean using my stamping mist. Give that a wipe. Okay. The next one I'm going to use is this image over here, and I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green. And I'll stamp that randomly throughout. And I have to say, I really do love the new ink pad colours. Initially I was very skeptical about them, but I find that they stamp absolutely beautifully and there's no issues at all. So, and you get a nice even coverage, and I'm not going to worry so much about the sides, but yeah, I'll just go up here. Doesn't matter if they overlap. I don't mind that one bit. Okay, and with the next one, I'll just give that a clean. I'm going to use this stripy one as well. And I'm going to use Mango Melody for that. I like bright very tropical themed colours. We're in the middle of winter here, so this makes me feel warm, but we do have unseasonably warm weather, so this kind of goes. Alright, so I'll just stamp this little stripy image here. Just random. I'm utilising most of the stamps on this, and I'm just adding a nice pop of colour. And that will do for that one. Give that a clean. And then I'm going to stamp this beautiful little hibiscus flower, and I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo for that. So I'll just stamp that wherever there's a spot. I think it looks lovely. We can overlap, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to overlap bits in here and there. It looks a bit messy, but once the box comes together, it'll look quite nice. So that's it with that. So I'll leave it to the side for it to just kind of dry off a bit. Then I'm going to grab a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is just a scrap piece. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp all of these images again, but once each. So whilst I have the Flirty Flamingo out, I'm going to stamp that once, and we're going to cut these images out with our matching framelits. So I'll just put that one there. That's stamped beautifully. Then I'm going to get my shaded spruce, and I'll just stamp that image over here, just the once. I'll just make sure it's right in the middle there. It's a bit wet. Okay. Yep. Stamp that there. That's a nice, intense, beautiful colour. And then I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green and stamp that here. Okay. Pop that to the side. Take this away. Just give my stamps a bit of a clean. I clean as I go because I know for myself I will probably contaminate all of my ink pads, and I've done it before on camera too, so this stops me from doing the wrong thing. Just give that a quick clean. Okay. Also, I'm going to grab my Everyday Label Punch, and I am going to cut out a label using some scrap Whisper White. And with this, I'm going to stamp the word thank you from the same stamp set. This has got some really nice sentiments on it. It says thank you and with much love and thanks, and you are the greatest. Very good all rounder, and this project would make a great tropical themed party favour. So I'll just grab my shaded spruce. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to stamp the stripes in Mango Melody. And I'll just bring my piece of paper actually. And I'll just stamp off and stamp that on. Stamp off, do that like that. Okay, so that's for my label. and give this a clean, because I'm going to use the same block now for the thank you sentiment. So give that a nice clean. Give that a wipe, and I'll add the thank you sentiment on there. And I'm going to put it towards the right hand side. So I've inked that up well in shaded spruce, and I'll just stamp that right there. Okay, so I think that turned out beautiful. Give this a clean. And we're just going to put this box together. So I'll just quickly grab my bone folder, which I forgot to bring out. Just grab that quick. And we shall start burnishing the score lines. So give that a nice burnish. Make the lines nice and crisp. And then turn that one on the 1/2 inch side there. Okay. With this, where the 1/2 inch line is, we're going to cut all that off. So I'll grab my scissors. I'll give this a cut. Cut that all off. Cut this off. So you end up it looking like that. Now for these, we are going to just cut up the score lines. And then with these middle flaps here, what we're going to do is we're going to miter that in. Oops, that didn't cut properly. Let's do that again. That's better. Do that there. And then we're going to give this a bit of a trim just here. Oops. Going to do the same on this side. Just the middle flap. And give that a trim down the middle there. So now, it looks like that. Okay, so what we will do is also, I forgot to burnish these score lines here, so get our bone folder and give that a burnish. Make sure they're nice and crisp. And do the same on this side. Okay. Also, what we need to do with this part here is we need to use our corner rounder. So I'm using the Detailed Trio Punch, and that has a great corner rounder. So I'm going to use that to round the corner. So just put that right down there and punch. So it gives you a nice corner there. And do the same on the other side. Let's see if it's right down there. Yep. And always put this flat on your desk and press down. Okay, so that's that. So it looks like this. So what we will do now is we will add glue on the outside of these two flaps there. And we will make this go like that on the outside, okay? So let's make sure it sits nice and properly, square on. And we'll do the same for the other side. See what happens there? So we'll put that bit on the outside, so then when we put this together it looks nice and clean on the inside and the outside. So now I'll just grab some glue and I'll just put some glue on those outer flaps. Okay, so that's that one, and then we'll do the same on this one. And so now you have a beautiful tropical themed box. Isn't that cool? Okay, so what I also forgot to bring was my 1-inch circle punch. So I'll give you a second. I've just got my 1-inch circle punch, and what we're going to do is we're going to add like a little thumb notch right in the middle of this box here. So I'll just line this up to be in the middle, and I'm just going to take off just a little bit. And make sure it's in the middle, just eyeball it. And there we have a gorgeous little thumb notch. Pop that in there, and it makes that easy now. See, like that. Cool. This can fit 2 Ferrero Rochers. I don't have any Ferrero Rochers on hand to show you, but it does fit the 2 in there, or any other small little, you know, chocolates or other small pieces of things like that. So we have our label here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a little hole right near there. So this trio punch also has a hole in it that you can use. So we just line it up towards the bottom, and I'm going to put mine towards the left hand side. So as you can see, that's where the hole is. And this has like a straight edge, so you have to line it up right to the edge and in the middle, so that way you know where you're punching. And I'm just going to punch there, and I've got a hole right where I want it, right there. Okay, so nice and easy. Alright, so before we put this other parts together, I'm going to now cut off, that's not cut off, I'm going to die cut these images here. So this die set comes with like an outer die, and also this is the inner, so when you put them together you cut them out all together, so that's pretty cool. So we're just using the outer parts today, and that's the one for the flower. So I'm just going to line these up nicely. This has a little tiny border around it, so just letting you know. So try and line it up as accurately as possible, and I'm going to secure that down with a little piece of painter's tape. You can use washi tape, whatever you like, and I'll do the same with this one. Just line that up nicely. Just bring that closer to me. I just want to make sure it doesn't move when I put it through the big shot. And that's one more there, and then we've got one more here. I'm going to cut that out, and I hope my vision works. Haven't done this project before. As you're aware, when I do these projects, I don't really do them beforehand to show you, so we just do it as we go along. So this is just an idea I've had in my head. I hope it looks nice at the end. Okay, so I'll just grab my big shot. And I'm using the magnetic platform, but even so, I'm still securing it down with the painter's tape. I just want to make sure they really don't move. And again, it's already moved. Okay, because sometimes the magnetic part works against you a little bit, especially if the plate's a little bit warped. So we'll cut these babies out. Okay, all done. Pop that away. And I'm going to cut these out. Pop these framelits away. Just putting the painter's tape away so I can use them again next time. And I'll just pop these away so I know where they are afterwards. Yeah, I like to do my housekeeping, make sure everything is in its place, because I lose things and I don't like losing things, especially after the money we spend on these things. We don't want them lost. So I'll just grab my little tag and I'll see if I can arrange these nicely. If not, I'll just stitch them all together. Let's see now. I'll just put that there. And I can put these behind. Put that one up the top there. And that one down here. So it kind of looks a bit cool. And put them like that. I think that works out alright. Just add a bit of glue down the bottom here. Just like that. And for this one, I'll just go down here like that. Yeah, like so. I think that looks cool. Not exactly how I intended it, but it doesn't matter, it still works. And we'll go like that. Yeah. Just add a bit of glue on the edges here. This makes a really cool party favour. I like it. It's a nice big tag, and they can use that afterwards as a, you know, you can put it on another card or another project or another gift even. Okay, so I'll just grab now my linen thread. Let's see where I opened it before. Where did it go? There it is. And then we'll just fiddle with the tails and make sure we get them right. And I think we're done. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the tail on this side and we're done. So I hope you liked today's tutorial. This would make a great party favour for any tropical themed parties. And yeah, I hope you like it. You can fit 2 Ferrero Rochers or any other small kind of treats. And if you have any questions, just pop in a question below the video and let me know your thoughts. I'd really appreciate it. So this is the Tropical Chic stamp set and the matching framelits, Thinlit Dies. These are fantastic. Also, the detailed trio punch is really good. As you could see, I've used it now on both occasions for rounding the corners of the box and as a whole for the tag. And the everyday label tag is also awesome as well, not just for cards, but you can use them as tags as well on boxes. Hope you like it. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.